Hello and welcome back to TalonClan, our once bloodthirsty, still trying to be, our lawful evil cat clan. So we are kicking off today's episode with a time skip that's going to be bringing some more kits. But just to give you an idea of where we're currently standing, here are our present allegiances. So we had 3 kits and we're expecting 3 more this episode. That was a result of a toggle for same-sex pairings, but if we do have 3 kits, that's going to bring us over 1 page of cats, so I'll go ahead and disable that, just to try and keep the spirit of the challenge still going. But we'll save this, and let's see what happens as we proceed into Leaffall and Leaf Bear. Okay, the senior medicine cat has thought long and hard about names to give Condor Paw, and they earn the full name Condor Swipe. They give their blessing and a star twinkle in celebration of the new medicine cat. With their litter of 2 kits mealing at their belly, Voltage Whisker's long pregnancy has finally given them and Mittens the expansion to the family they've been hoping and waiting for. Cliffstar heals from the strain of her own litter. Voltage Whisker has gotten a running nose, and Strike Kit has healed from all their scrapes. We notice that some of the raspberry went bad and will have to be replaced. I'll go ahead and we'll scroll through here, just to take a look at where we're currently at. While Pounce joins the game, Strike Kit runs up to them yelling, "The greatest warrior ever and can never be defeated." The kids squeal in delight as Model Pounce rolls over in surrender. Alrighty. Still going. Soft Kit's pretending to be like Kit. That must be one of the new ones. Alrighty. Try Kit just noticed how beautiful Soft Kit's eyes are. I wonder if that's gonna be another Kit crush. Let's see real quick before we see our new cats. Yep, there it is. The torties would go for each other, wouldn't they? She has no idea, though. So our newest additions are Light Kit, a young Tom, and Hollow Kit, a little polite tortie. Very nice. Okay, let me just go ahead, save here real quick. And I will go ahead and untoggle this now that we are above 1 page. Model Pounds wants to have kits, so when I see that, I will see if they have any relationships that they want to pursue. Not extremely. Not really. So, that's fine. Oh, I didn't even see what Condor Swipe's new thing was. So they grew from empathetic to righteous, and they have the gift of omen sight. But he turned out to be a very pretty cat. Okay. So we can swipe here between our 2 medicine cats. Something about like Fleck Petal's slightly purple just really seems to fit in with the rest of the herbs and stuff here. I wonder, like, I know we're missing Cobweb just because we don't have it on the branch here, and it's pretty obvious, but I wonder how much other stuff we can get at a time. Since we are at war, I will probably send the medicine cats out separately. And I may actually even send them with a helper. We feel a presence join us, we have to antagonize it. But when they turn around, there's only a rather upset-looking clanmate. They are fetched from the camp to help with an emergency. Okay, that's awkward. Alright, on the way to mark the far corners, Cindy starts to tell a story of their ancestors to keep cats entertained, which helps the patrol go quick. So Cliffstar calls a clan meeting to give an important announcement, probably pertaining to the war of some kind. Running Cart got their paw stuck in a 2-leg trap, and their leg is heavily injured. It could also just be about 2 legs and the danger of their traps, especially with Cliff Hale still being missing. Model Pounce slips on some rocks and dislocates their leg. Blackberry has gone bad, will need to be replaced. Voltage Whisker kits. Running Nose has gone away, but Hollow Kit has it now. Glissar, despite still having current kits, wants to have more kits. I noticed that like the older she gets, the more she seems to think about her family, and maybe it's just like concern for her legacy, or she wants to do it while she still has all 9 lives to try and, you know, like confirm that she's not going to have any problems during delivery as she ages. We see a fat rabbit on the other side of the Rift Clan border. It may not be wise to hunt on another enemy's territory. Well, of course we're going to do it. It's a tempting and perfect opportunity, so we pounce and swiftly kill the rabbit, intentionally leaving evidence, and that will show Rift Clan just what we think of them. Mary Aster tempted to eat the prey they just caught, and they give in. They return empty-pawed with blood on their lips and feel suspicious stares of others around them. Soatshade finds a cicada wing while out on a walk and decides to wear it on her pelt. Sunny Breeze is watching in pride as Softpaw is named and given to Daisy Pelt to apprentice under. They know Daisy Pelt is a good choice. Model Pounce has recovered from their dislocated joint. Fleck Petal ran too fast and hurt their paws. Hollow Kit's running nose has finally stopped. And some horsetail went bad. I'm really surprised that Rift Clan didn't try to, you know, retaliate for our clear flamboyance. Like and Hollow Kit are talking. We're formally into a Leaf Bear. So here's Soatshade with her new cicada wing. Petal Splash was walking on their forelimbs for a bit. That seems very talented. Oh, here's Softpelt. Very pretty little tortie who is confident. And then Shy Kit and Dry Kit aren't far behind her at all. Due to the frost, looks like Fleck Petal falls, but Condor Swipe helps them. Luckily, we had each of them helping one another, and we managed to get Marigold and Dandelion. We notice Riot Clan renewing their scent marks ahead. We have to antagonize. We jeer and sneer. Beetle Moth spits and hisses until the other leaves them, intimidated by how our patrol is conducting themselves. And we find a fat rabbit on the other side of Rift Clan border. A tempting opportunity, but we may not want to hunt. Let's do it. It's a perfect one, so we kill the rabbit, intentionally leaving evidence behind, showcasing just how confident we are. Oh, okay. Beetle Moth announced that they are expecting kits. Newly made Strikepaw touches noses with their new mentor, Soatshade. Newly made apprentice Drypaw touches noses with their new mentor, Voltage Whisker. The damage to Running Heart's leg has turned out to be too great, and their leg had to be removed if they would have any hope of recovery. Model Pounce's bruises are gone. Few minor things. Beetle Moth has gotten white cough. All the horsetails have gone bad, and Voltage Whiskers recovered from her birth. Looks like tensions are high. We're having a lot of negative effects this go. Black Petal likes spending time with Condor Swipe. I wonder if that's another crush forming. Even the siblings are starting to argue. Okay, so let's take a look at how Running Heart's doing. Running Heart has lost a leg. It looks like it's a front one, which is just a permanent condition he's going to have to deal with now as he approaches his elder years, so I'm sure that's a rough time, especially to be having that. Let's see how the newest apprentices are. So Strikepaw is faithful, and Drypaw is calm. How do we get these traits out of cliffs are. I think we're moving a little bit too far away from our goals here, so let me see who is... Okay. Fierce. Let's change your mentor to Mary Astor, I think. Let's change your mentor to Mittens. That way we're at least getting either, you know, a fierce trait or an excellent fighter quality possibly getting passed down. I love Voltage Whisker on a personal level, but her traits do not really align with the clan. So, I don't think it's valid to give her an apprentice, honestly. And Sochade isn't an awful choice, but he's not exactly the best one we have either. Once again, we find a fat rabbit across the borders. And once again, we catch it and leave evidence of the deed. We'll send these guys out on a random patrol. And of course, it's against Rift Clan that manages to catch us, so we have to antagonize. We throw ourselves at them and drive the other patrol away. So at least we're showing them what for. Alrighty. Nothing much this time. Beetlemoth thinks that she'll have 2 kits. And all the Bethany went bad. I'll just scroll through here and see how we're doing. Okay. If you hear little thumping noises, it's a boy hitting his head against my desk over and over again. I don't know why. Is it fun when you do that? Like Kit and Hollow Kit are having some interesting times. I keep seeing them have a positive effect and then a negative effect back to back, so they're probably trying to get along, but they're probably not having a good time doing so. Wants to change her name to one more befitting of a kitty pet. Softball, on the other hand, wants to be a fierce warrior someday. Once again, we find a fat rabbit on Rift Clan territory. Tripod pounces and kills it, intentionally leaving evidence. And a red fox is eating off a pronghorn fawn. We launch into battle, but Model Pounds, because it's always Model Pounds, is caught with a nasty bite and have to leave to go to the medicine cat den and has a mangled tail as a result. Okay. While searching for some specific birds, Fleckpetal is startled by weird sounds and whispers on the wind. Fleckpetal, sure that this is a sign of StarClan, follows the faint wailing. Instead, they find a queen who lost her life in a harsh kitting. Their newborn kits cling to a body that will never move again. Fleckpetal instantly wraps themselves around the kits, nor is Condor swipe back to camp to find help and a queen willing to nurse them. So Thistlecit joins the clan. Their parent was Mushroom Fern. Look at their eyes. Sunlit ice. Thistlecit was found with the deceased parent. The clan took them in, but doesn't hide where they came from. The clan has not begun training. See family. So, looks like Mushroom Fern was formerly a kitty pet. And, well, we know the cause of her death. It was in a harsh kitting. So, is she in... Yeah, she's in the unknown residence. So, I'll leave it up to you guys whether or not Thistlecit was, you know, found as was described, or if he was stolen, or in a harsh turn of events, even if his mother was killed by TalonClan and he was stolen, taken in as a result, to raise as one of their own to do similar deeds in the future. So that is more than I was bargaining for there. These 3 can go on a random patrol. We find another fox in the same situation, and Brookhart also got a mangled tail as a result. So that fox really did not want to let its quarry go. This should be our last time skip for this episode. Oh, Clissar announces that she is expecting more kits as we're moving into New Leaf. In the quiet nursery, the nest that they spent so long preparing, Beetle Moth and Mary Aster welcome a litter of 2. Model Pounce has gotten a stomachache, Brookhart has a running nose, Beetle Moth's white cough is gone, luckily. Puddle Splash got their legs stuck in a trap, but got away with only a sprain. Shrike Paw trips over a rabbit hole, spraining their paw. Okay, we'll just go straight down through this here real quick. If Sinbad will let me. I'm going down. Got a lot here. Ooh, I saw one kit's name spoiler for me. Let's see what they look like though. Okay, so we have a Chaffinch kit who was born to Beetle Moth and Mary Aster, and one kit who snuggles up to Beetle Moth's belly. We did have a one paw, but since we don't have any present one paws, I will keep one kit's name the same. I missed Model Blazes before, but I'll try not to do that again. So before we move on, we'll check in on Clayhale, who dreamed about finding their way home only to wake up alone again. I really hope you make it back, bud. We'll check out StarClan here. Lightkit's getting a message. Interesting. So they're doing okay there. Cliffstar is chastising their clanmates, but nobody knows why. Slapping has a cat they don't like got hurt, probably on another clan for right now. And that's where I decided to leave off this episode. I did cut off the original outro because, to be honest, since the game is lost at this point, I didn't really feel like it's appropriate to talk about the future plans and what happened in an ongoing setting, since, unfortunately, if you missed the announcement at the end of the 3rd episode, TalonClan's save file is gone in a blunder. But I did want to go over the upcoming plan for the new clan that is going to be taking TalonClan's place on Mondays. We're going to be doing a similar challenge, but the rule set is going to be a little bit different, and it's going to be a little bit harder for the cats that have the unideal traits. So just to give you an idea of what that's looking like, we will continue with proceeding on every patrol, antagonizing other clans where possible. We're not necessarily going to turn away new recruits or kitty pets, however. Additionally, cats are going to get benefits and disadvantages based on their traits and natures. So cats that have traits considered ideal may be able to bypass certain events, whereas cats with neutral or traits that are considered bad for this campaign would not have the option to do so. Furthermore, cats with the bad natures would have to proceed on every patrol alone, no matter what the outcome may be for them, or risk outright death or exile. Generally speaking, cats of all sorts will have 3 chances at a time to prove their worth to the clan. Cats with better traits may be offered more chances. Each chance occurs every moon, and so if a cat does something that benefits the clan, such as successfully driving off a rogue, catching a mouse, etc., they are safe. But if they fail the prompts that they get, such as getting hurt by the rogue, missing the mouse, or similar, they get a strike for that moon. 3 strikes means that a cat is exiled, or worse. A success will refresh the number of strikes that a cat has. If a cat is offset by an injury, each moon of rest counts as a strike against them. What that means outright is that some conditions are effectively exile for a cat from the offset, like a broken bone, where it takes longer than 3 months to heal. So, if a cat manages to heal within that time frame, but they're on their last strike, if they go and fail the next roll that they make on an actual patrol, they will still be exiled, as this clan does not tolerate freeloaders or otherwise incompetent cats. The main exception to this rule would be if a queen is expecting kids or recovering from birth. They only get 5 months leeway, and generally speaking, a moon for birthing the kittens will count as a success, as the queen is offering more numbers to the clan. If a cat is affected by a permanent condition, they do have a few options. They can serve the clan in other ways, or they can be driven away. They can most effectively serve the clan by becoming another healer, but they can function as a mediator or clan queen in these conditions. A mediator and clan queen would have separate roles to ensure that the cat is providing for themselves still, such as hunting for their own food and etc., and not draining the main clan's resources. If they fail 3 of these roles, which is a 1 in 3 chance of doing so, they would be exiled. Sick, grieving, and generally unable to work cats will automatically fail these roles even if they have an outside condition. So mediators that cannot work would fail the role. Clan queen basically just means that it's another she-cat that's duty is to help new queens to provide for their kits and to actually help train their kits. Since this is not really a clan, these are rogues, the full brunt of caring for the apprentices and training them would fall to the queen naturally. So generally speaking, no matter how many kits a queen has, she's going to be mentored to all of them. A clan queen could serve as an alternate mentor to those kits, so to help kind of ease that burden. But again, if they have a permanent condition that prevents them from actually going out on patrol, then that could make that a little bit harder. Generally speaking, cats with the traits considered bad in this campaign must proceed on every patrol, and will usually go out alone to patrol the borders, but there may be some exceptions to this, such as hunting. However, if a cat brings home another cat who has a soft trait, then they would likely be exiled, so the new cat with a non-ideal trait could take their place, since they have not yet failed this new clan. Additionally, as starless rogues, leader rules through fear and iron will alone. They are not sanctioned by anyone or anything. As such, leaders will not have 9 lives. Upon losing even 1 for any reason, the leader is permanently gone, and a new leader would have to step up. All cats in this campaign will go to the Dark Forest by default. If there was an option for the neutral place, they would really likely go there, because they do not believe in StarClan or the afterlife. However, since we had to choose between StarClan and Dark Forest is going to be their default, as none of these cats, outside of some of the ones that are abused by the harsher ones, would not have the option to go to StarClan. Really quickly, I do just want to go through the ideal, good, neutral, and bad traits. Ideal traits would be bloodthirsty, vengeful, and fierce. Good traits would be ambitious, bold, cold, confident, daring, lonesome, loyal, shameless, sneaky, strict, strange, and troublesome. Neutral would be adventurous, calm, careful, charismatic, insecure, nervous, responsible, righteous, and wise. Finally, the bad traits would be altruistic, childish, compassionate, empathetic, faithful, loving, patient, playful, and thoughtful. So cats with any of the bad traits are going to be subjected to the lone border patrols. Neutral and above would not necessarily be, but neutral cats would have less of an opportunity to go away from bad traits or bad experiences that they encounter than good or ideal cats would. Effectively, ideal cats can do whatever they want, whereas everybody else has to kind of follow the rules. So that's going to be the new premise of the replacement clan. Soon after this episode is going up, there will be a poll to decide the name of this clan. By default, I was thinking Strike Clan for the action, and now also for the Legacy of TalonClan, since we had Strike Paw. And I was also thinking that it was a bird before I realized that it's not actually Strike, it is Shrike. So I'll leave the option between those two still up as well. But I'm also thinking for other bird-related names, we could do Harpy Clan for Harpy Eagles, and we could also do Firehawk Clan for a type of bird that will actually set fires in Australia. Also potentially include some other options that we could do that aren't just bird related, but we'll try and keep it there for TalonClan. This clan could also possibly be related to something else and may not even go by clan since they are rogues. Regardless, please just vote for your favorite and we'll go with the most popular. There may be a week off of ClanGen while we're going through that transition, just so I can, have time for the poll and then time to record and time to edit. But we'll see. I'll try and keep it regular upload. And that's really all I want to cover for now, so I hope that you did enjoy TalonClan's story. It was fun while it lasted. It wasn't the kind of goal I had for the clan, hence the new rules that I'm hoping will help get us there though. So I will see you then. Don't forget to vote, and bye!